Hey guys, Paul Carl here. Got another website review. This one is for saffron.vc, and yeah, this is from our startups Discord from the Reddit startup channel or whatever startup subreddit. um, all right, so let's take a look. I like the design. It's like a nice, clean, modern design, and the logo kind of seems out of place in the context of the rest of the design here because it's like such a basic logo. And I read like the this mata, I don't know what that's supposed how you pronounce that, but it says that this gives you the tools to reach for the stars. So is this supposed to be like a logo for Mata? And if it is, if this product is called Mata, what's with the saffron domain? So there's a little confusion with the brand. Um, and I don't like how this is so far to the left. I feel like this could be kind of contained a little bit more because you got the like the main focus. I usually am looking like directly in the center for the most part, unless something catches my eye when I come to a site. And so for this to be kind of hidden off to the side is a little weird. I would maybe just add some padding. Let's see if I could actually do that and see what it looks like. We'll see how the element looks here. Alright, so there is a wrapper. Let's margin left 6%. Um, let's just let's do 22%. No, not quite. 33%. This is a pretty big screen. But I don't know. 40%. I mean, that looks a little cleaner. At least it's like in line with the logo a little bit. The other thing is with like all this purple here and the blues of everything, this kind of blends in. I would actually see. Let's see if what it looks like if we make this join waitlist orange, because that's the opposite on the color wheel from blue. And the best color for your call to actions to get attention drawn to them is the opposite color on the color wheel from the rest of everything. So if we have blue for everything and we make this orange, like that really stands out now. Obviously, you'd want to change the border and all that good stuff, but just something to think about, I guess. Was this a menu? This, um, yeah, it's some default stuff here. We're a little past spring 2019. All right, so I'm gonna refresh this, and so it goes back to the way it was, and we'll take a look. Seems like it loaded a little slow, but it could be. I think the Wi-Fi card is dying on this computer. Well, let's check out Pingdom and see. Just another little technical thing. Let's see, DC. Let that run for a minute, and let's look through. So, launching a business shouldn't be rocket science. Mata gives you the tools to reach for the stars. Join waitlist. Um, I'm not compelled to join because um, this doesn't tell me what it is. It's some tool to help you launch a business. So it's very vague, and I have no understanding of what it is. So therefore, I can't have the desire to sign up for this waitlist. So I would consider maybe using different messaging here to try to help people understand what this thing is, so that they can um, join here. But let's see. Maybe if we scroll down, we can see a little bit more. Um, so it looks like some kind of CRM maybe, or enterprise management. All right. Um, all right. So it looks like it helps you create a business plan for your idea, incorporate, and then manage products. I'm guessing what's Freelancer look like? Investor. I'm a freelancer. This looks like it might be like a product or a job posting feed, maybe from like Upwork or whatever, or maybe Saffron's a platform for that. I don't know. Do these change? Get hired. All right, collaborate. No fees. Withdraw money easily. That's kind of a little red flag for me. I don't. I want to manage my own money and process my own payments. You hear a lot of horror stories of people not getting paid by third parties, or like even PayPal sometimes screws people. They actually just changed their policy where I saw on eBay. It's all the junk behind me, but they're not refunding you the 2.9% processing fee anymore when someone gets a refund or cancels an order. Uh, so not being able to control my own money is a little bit of a red flag. Uh, Security, trade. All right. So this is try out the magic of. You have to understand this screenshot, I think, before you want to join. And it doesn't. This doesn't really explain to me everything that's going on here. So it mentions ideation, incorporation, and project management, and I don't see anything about that on here. I guess maybe the tasks would be project management and workflow, but the incorporation, like these incorporation and ideation, don't really relate to the screenshot. So I'm not too sure what exactly this is, and it kind of looks like there's three different products here rather than just one. So I'm not sure. All right, so join the waitlist or pre-order. I don't know what it is still. Some tool set. This is cool. This is really good here. Kind of showing off all the big name partners. This scrolls through a little fast. And I think I would like to see some kind of like maybe a citation or something. What is going on with this camera? Everything on this computer is breaking. um, but anyway, yeah, I would maybe use like real photos here or links to help people see that these are legitimate reviews. Maybe like a Google page or a LinkedIn or something. Another join the waitlist call to action. I had to turn the camera off because something's going wrong with the built-in crappy webcam. Um, but yeah, so my feedback on the homepage would be to maybe highlight the different features of the platform and show some screenshots or maybe like even a demo video, kind of like what you would expect if you looked at like Basecamp site or any other big project management type tool or any other tool really, just to see how they all show screenshots. They have demo videos, or some platforms even have demos you can log into and play around with and find out what it is. Because right now it seems like you have three different products geared at three different types of customers rather than one. And I think that's a little bit confusing, especially if people miss that these are clickable. So if I do a lot of freelance work, so if I come down here and I don't see Freelancer, I don't click on it, then I look at it, I'm like, okay, this isn't for me, and back away. Um, if it's really three different tools, then I think they should each have their own page. So maybe have like Mata.com or and like saffron.com or whatever, or .io, since we're all like cool startup people, right? Um, just so that way you can sell each platform on its own. Or if these are all the same platform, then I would maybe try to make it look more consistent with the UI. Um, all right, so here's the Pingdom results. 2.45 seconds is pretty bad on Pingdom. Tons of requests. It's relatively like average size page, so looks like a lot of it's coming from the scripts. Redirects. Wow. Yeah, this is really really high. Your like DNS stuff shouldn't be loading this long. I'll actually let me pull up another one. Give you an example. Like my site kind of sucks right now. I should do a video to talk about how bad my site is. But I had the wrong goals when I was making it. But it's I use DigitalOcean for my hosting, and it's so fast. It's so fast. This 300 milliseconds for me to even connect to your site, that's horrible. Um, it's like that's like almost 20% of the load time is just connecting to the site. So yeah, my let's see. So you can see right here, 88 milliseconds. Like 300 is way too high, and this is even kind of slow. Like my DNS is kind of slacking right now. But let's take a look and see what else is going on. Looks like I wish Pingdom let you sort it by size. That would be really cool. Oh, actually, you can. uh, let's see. Load time. No, not rising. So logo. You might be able to run a lot of this stuff through like tiny PNG. You didn't have that many. Your images are only like 300 megabytes. Yeah, there's a tool tiny PNG. I don't. Is this a? This must be like a GIF or um, SVG or something, right? Yeah. Well, if you have any like actual static images, like a PNG or JPEG or whatever, you can run them through this tool tiny PNG. Maybe these are. Yeah, there we go. It's also like this is a I think a 17-inch screen, so it's relatively high. Um, for a laptop at least. I guess 1200 isn't bad if you got like a 21-inch screen or whatever. But yeah, so 31% of the file size saved just by running it through TinyPNG. I would do that for all your images because it's really low hanging fruit to help speed up load time. But other than that, I might consider like cutting back on some of these scripts because that's over a megabyte of scripts to load. That's a lot. Um, but anyway, let's go check out the about page. Actually, before we do that, let me just see what's running here. Yeah, you can kind of see the excuse me, the slow load time. WooCommerce, Google Analytics, Stripe. Yeah, like there's so many different JavaScript libraries loading a slide or two. And Google Maps. Is there even a map here? Um, yeah, like mm, I would go through all the scripts you're running and see what you can disable on the home page, or see if you can have them run just on the page that they belong on, because the scripts are just really out of control. So let's see. Little motivational speech here. Um, this like if I'm trying to learn about your company, this doesn't really tell me anything about the company or the product. Let's see. These are kind of cool animations or images and all that. I would maybe it's a default YouTube link. I'd maybe put a real picture. Maybe have some kind of blurb on there. There's the Google Maps. Yeah, I don't feel like I know your business any better at all after seeing that. Let's check out products. Oh, so that's not linked. Okay, this is cool. So this seems like it is all connected. Like it seems like it is one product. It just looks like three different ones. Hmm. Let's see. Not sure what these pictures have to do with anything. Let's see, what's the creator? So there's a lot of like repetition here. So here it is. I'm on the Mata product. There's screenshots with saffron. Well, I'm starting to get a better idea of this is. I feel like there should be a video or more text, like more headlines saying what it is. Because so if I'm in the ideation stage, I'm not trying to like hire people yet or track work. So this looks like the work log. So I saw on the Mata thing that there was a work log, and I see the screenshot is saffron. It's throwing me off again. I think I think part of the challenge here is that this software is trying to be so many different things to so many different groups of customers that each of those groups as an individual is going to be kind of confused and maybe wondering like why do I need all this extra stuff. Oh, you have your own card too. That's a whole another category there. uh, let's see the blog. This is pretty solid. A lot of these lots of good like top of funnel content here. Featured projects. Let's see, psych analytics. All right, I don't understand this. Is this like I don't understand what this is for a project. Is this like a graphic design portfolio or something? Or is this the default content? It looks like it's some kind of default. I would maybe get rid of the projects if this is all default stuff. What's the shop thing? So it looks like you're selling like legal services too. There's just so much going on this thing. You got your own credit card, you got lawyers in legal services, you got like three different software projects or products that might all be the same product. Um, yeah, I'm just very confused and a little bit overwhelmed with all the stuff here. I hope this feedback was useful. I don't really have any other suggestions other than to maybe clarify what it is that you're selling and who it's for. And I mean, obviously it's for these three different groups, but you got to figure out how you can sell it to all three categories without necessarily selling it to all three categories. I don't know. Because if I'm looking for my own project management tool, for example, like I use Basecamp, all these other things that you have tacked on here don't matter to me at all. So everything that you talk about with ideation and corporation, it doesn't matter. This maybe your main market is the investor and not necessarily these other people. Maybe the people who are looking for funding or who are connected with investors, maybe the investors are the guys who should say, hey, look, I want you to use this software. It'll help you do everything you need to do, and it'll let me keep tabs on you, and it'll help us work with the budget and the money and all that. That might be the angle to go with, because it's just someone who freelances, or I don't know, if I was starting up another business or something, I wouldn't need all this extra stuff. I think if you focus on selling this product to one of these three categories, probably most likely being the investor, then you could probably clarify it a lot better and sell investors on all this stuff. Because the nice thing is, like, if the investors can have access to all this other stuff, then they can kind of hold the people they're investing in accountable for different things, and they know they have like the tools they need to help them along the way. That might be something to consider, but overall, it's just very confusing to me. And maybe it's because I'm a little dumb, but that's just my 2 cents, and I hope it's helpful. Best of luck to you. If you have any questions or whatever, feel free to comment or DM me or any of that.